sure. I said, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey, Joe. I said, where you going with that gun in your hand? I'm going out to shoot my lady. You know, I promise mess around with another man. I'm going out to shoot my lady. And you know, I saw her mess around with another man. Yes, I did, I shot her. You know, I saw her mess around with another man.
Ne, ovo ne svira Džimija Hendriksa. Gitara Radomiru Mihaloviću Točak, vokal i bas Lola Andrijić, bubnjevi Luka Bošković. Snimak sa koncerta u Skoplju 1984. godine, dakle pre četvrt veka. Hey Joe. Spekulisalo se ko je od slavnih gitarista bio Točkov uzor. Pominjali su Claptona, Pagea, Santanu. Ja sam nalazio izvesne sličnosti sa Blackmorom, koji je, kao i Točak, mogao beskrajno sa lakoćom da svira nebeske melodije. Kada je u pitanju jazz rock, nalazio sam izvesne sličnosti sa Al Di Meolom. Međutim, poput drugih, nisam bio u pravu. Najdraži Točkov gitarista je Jimi Hendrix. Zašto? Pre svega zato što je Hendrix svirao Fender Stratocaster. Prepričat ću vam razgovor sa Radomirom Mihalovićem Točkom. Hendrix je došao u Veliku Britaniju, u kojoj je tada bilo bar 100 velikih gitarista. Tamnoputi genije ne samo da ih je nadmašio, već je ubedljivo bio bolji od svih. Po Točku toga je i ubilo. Previše je bio dobar i nedostižan da bi mogao dugo da živi. U mnogim elementima Hendrix je i danas nedostižan. Za mnoge će biti veliko iznenađenje da je gitarista koga Točak voli i rado sluša Billy Gibbons, legenda ZZ Topa. On svira jednostavno, tehnički savršeno, ima veliki muzički talenat i jednostavno mi se sviđa. Ja tu muziku volim, rekao mi je Radomir Mihalović Točak. I naravno, tu je još jedno veliko ime koje voli i poštuje, John McLaughlin i njegov Mahavishnu orkestar. Točak se upoznao sa McLaughlinom još 70. godina 20. veka. U neformalnom druženju svirali su zajedno i igrali šah. Su muzičari iz Čikaga. S leva na desno, Džej Benet, Miki Mihajlović, Točkov sinovac, koji na desnoj ruci ima istetoviran točak poput strica i dede, i Tim Benet, Snimke koje gledate napravio je amaterskom kamerom drugi Točkov sinovac, također sin Slobodana Mihajlovića, Marko. Zahvalnost Marku za saradnju. Tim i Džej su kao tinejdžeri upoznali Radomira Mihalovića Točka, slušali su kako svira uživo prilikom jedne od Točkovih posjeta Čikagu i to je na njih ostavilo snažan utisak. Oni se sećaju.
My name's Tim Benet from Chicago, Illinois, and this is my twin brother,
Džej Benet.
and we know R.M. Tocak Mihalović from Mickey Mihalović's nephew, and grew up together, played in a band together, and we were introduced to R.M.'s music through Mickey, and glad he introduced us to that great band Smak. And we were able to see him play live in our little attic / studio. That was great, and for some reason we weren't recording it, but yeah, it was great. And
special moment.
What do you guys know about, Smak's music? What would you guys,
Smak's music,
being that you're,
from here,
you're American, and, that it's from, like, the music's from a far away place, but still,
it is, but it doesn't,
it's
Right.
the music is not, there's a little intertwining of, that,
it's just good rock and roll.
It's country, but man, there is like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
They add a lot of different, time signatures, things like that we're not used to in Western music, I think, but they still incorporate it with the straight up rock and roll feel,
Yeah, it's got some of the vibes of, like, guitar-wise Clapton, Hendrix, but yet with the melody of, obviously European kind of thrown in there. It just,
yeah, because we don't hear that every day, like you said, So it's a cool, almost like a hybrid sort of rock and roll.
What about the Tocak's tone? What was you talked about Hendrix and Clapton.
Well, it was
what specifically, like, is he has a specific way of vibrato and everything,
Well, mostly, like, what really inspired me about his playing was how he would play with his fingers, and that unique sound, but how he would dig in, but his tone was real smooth, yet gritty, and he had a lot of control over the tone with just playing with his hands, I thought that was how someone could do so much with just an amp and a guitar, not many effects, and it was just amazing to hear that, influence. I could hear Clapton, yet you hear his own thing, and it was very, very moving to be going back to the playing with him again, to be 16 years old and be a part of that experience as just kind of a full circle. It was something unique to experience it.
Dejvid Mos, muzičar iz Čikaga, koji je još kao student na Utah univerzitetu svirao sa muzičarima koji su kasnije svirali sa Frankom Zappom i Johnom McLaughlinom, počeo je saradnju sa Smakom 1978. godine na albumu Stranice našeg vremena. 80. godina 20. veka svirao je u R.M. Točak bendu. Dejvid Mos sada ima školu za udaraljke u Čikagu. On govori o spletu okolnosti koje su dovele do poznanstva sa Točkom.
This is the story of how I came to play with Radomiru Mihaloviću Točku in Yugoslavia, man, So, pardon me. Bilo jednom u Čikagu u stvari u Wilmetu. To je na severu, severni deo Čikaga. I should say it in English, man. It's better if I say it in English. Everybody knows I can speak Serbian, man. You know, they can translate. They can put titles on
whatever
stuff.
You
Yeah, I can go back and forth.
Yeah, go back and forth.
Yeah, that's
to me
that's the interesting.
Okay.
You know.
Right. I like this commentary and stuff. Let the spontaneity flow, baby. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let me see if I can close this, man. I need something to lean on, you know. Well, when I was going to music school, Akademiju, I used to come home for the summer. And my father is a typical američki tip koji nije trpeo da ja se odmorim za letni raspust, nego morao sam da radim. I on je imao jedan tržni centar mali, a čovek koji je održavao to za njega, odnosno majstor koji je tamo radio, se zove Slobodan Mihajlović. Kao što možda i pretpostavite, to je brat rođeni, Mr. Radomiru Mihaloviću Točka. And so began my association with Točak's brother, and once in a while, well, he would told me in the beginning, he says, you know, my brother plays the guitar. So, I mean, a million guys tell you, oh, yeah, you know, I got a brother who's a guitar player. Yeah, you know, you play the drums? Oh, cool, man, you know. So, anyway, I wasn't particularly taken with the notion that his brother was a guitar player, and he observed my skepticism, and he dragged me up to his little apartment, and he had a Grundig reel-to-reel tape recorder. And on the tape recorder, he had a roll of tape that Točak had recorded, I guess, in his living room in Tocak, you know, just having fun with the family, you know, singing folk songs and goofing around, playing a little blues. But it was pretty impressive, you know, you could tell that the guy was a good player. But it was about a year later, maybe, that he came out with the first record, his first 45, which was Biska. Yeah, Živim. No, it was Biska. And then Biska Živim, that's from that series, and then whatever was on the other side. And I remember the song, I can't remember the name of it. And anyway, when we went to one of the local Serbian import-export stores, we picked this thing up and went home and put it on the turntable, and I died, man. I couldn't believe how good the guy was. I go, Jesus Christ, man, this guy's serious as a heart attack, you know. And anyway, his career took off from there, and Grupa Smak became quite popular, and in the ensuing years, you know, we got all of his new albums and stuff, and so I was sort of abreast of everything that Točak was doing. And I guess he'd heard of me through his brother.
Daniel Binaj, također muzičar iz Čikaga, kao dečak je imao neobičan susret sa našim gitaristom koji se ne zaboravlja.
And I remember, you know, it's like one of those things where you're a kid and there's this person who comes out of nowhere and they just like astonish you. So you're just like, what, you know, who is this magical person basically? And yeah, I remember him sitting down and just picks up this, like, I mean, this is like such a low-end guitar, and this thing's like basically a piece of garbage. And he picks this thing up and makes it sing, basically. I mean, he just makes it, he's bringing these sounds out of this guitar that, like, you couldn't even, like, imagine. I can't even imagine making that guitar sound that way now. I still have it. I can't imagine, like, how he even did it, you know, I think I remember, you know, he probably played, I think he just played, you know, then he